bringing Israel to the world. This is IBN News.
With news of Israel, I'm Susan Michaels. During the first presidential visit to the United Arab Emirates, President Isaac Herzog spoke at Dubai's Expo 2020, despite the Gulf state intercepting a ballistic missile fired by Yemen's Houthis Sunday night. I hope and I believe that more and more nations will soon follow the UAE lead and join the Abraham Accords, Herzog said at the event amid tighter than usual security at the Expo site. The UAE became the first Gulf state to normalize relations with Israel under a U.S.-brokered normalization agreement dubbed the Abraham Accords in 2020. Gulf neighbor Bahrain then followed. The UAE and Israel share concerns about Iran and its regional allies and also see the agreements as a way to boost their economies. Prime Minister Naftali Bennett visited the UAE in December. Israel has called on Amnesty International not to publish an upcoming report which accuses the Jewish state of apartheid, saying the conclusions of the London-based international human rights group are false, biased, and anti-Semitic. Amnesty is expected to join the New York-based Human Rights Watch and the Israeli rights group B'Tselem in accusing Israel of the international crime of apartheid based on its nearly 55-year military occupation of lands the Palestinians want for a future state. Foreign Minister Yair Lapid has said Israel expects intensified efforts this year to brand it as an apartheid state in international bodies and hopes to head them off. The Syrian state news agency has reported their air defenses intercepted an Israeli missile barrage near the capital of Damascus. A military source was quoted as saying the missiles came from the skies over eastern Lebanon, targeting outposts in the vicinity of Damascus, resulting in material damage. The unidentified military official said at around 3:05 a.m., the Israeli enemy carried out an attack targeting several areas around Damascus with missiles. And according to a study from the Institute for National Security Studies at Tel Aviv University, only 45% of Israelis believe the country will be able to prevent Iran from becoming a nuclear power. I'm Susan Michaels.
IBN. Israel Broadcast Network.